God, I feel like Doug DeMuro or something. I know that a couple people missed the video about the fact that I'm daily in a car now. In that video, I mentioned that I ain't start my FZ1 or my BMW in like over 3 months. And it's true. So like right now, I was like, well, I got time. I should probably go take a look at the bikes. Because I've never had a bike sit for that long, so I don't even know. I have no idea like what that entails. See how they doing, see if they'll, I'm sure they'll start. I mean, they're modern bikes. I bought an extra battery. I bought 2 screwdrivers. And I brought my camera and my helmet. I'm not gonna ride them because they're not insured for the road. And I mean, technically it's not legal. That hasn't stopped me before riding bikes dirty, but like, you know, it'll be exercise and bad karma, I guess. Really, like the one thing that I'm thinking about is the fact that the BMW is gonna be like, probably gonna have some oil in the cylinders, because when it sits on the side, the cylinder's the lowest part, so it has a problem where you start it up and it just shoots smoke. I took the center stand off because I put that big rear tire, so I can't run the normal center stand. So I was just like, well, that's how it's gonna have to be. Maybe if I get something to like prop the kickstand up, I could reduce it, but I didn't know I was gonna keep them in there for that long, so I didn't really have that foresight. I guess we'll see. I don't want to record this whole thing in the car. This is like mad weird. So I'll just come back when I get over there.
I ain't gonna hold you. It'd be mad funny if these are not even in here. Good to see them. No leaks. Nice. See. Oh, the disc lock. Yeah. Little cameo. Oh. Honda Rebel. Alright, first up. Oh, this bike is so tall. The most apparent thing just now was just how tall this bike is. So one thing I have to consider is the fact that the clutch cable on this is actually stretched. So it doesn't actually do anything. You can see, it's not really doing much. At some point in the cable, I think most of the strands just snapped. It's still connected to the arm, but it does nothing. So when I rode this, I actually had to like keep moving. I couldn't stop. And it was a bitch to start in first gear. But I got it over here and I just kept it in here. But I never got around to fixing this clutch cable. But I think I disconnected the battery, I'm pretty sure. I did not. It should be fine, right? Oh, we got electronics. And a full tank of gas. I didn't expect that. Oh yeah, look at that. Like nothing. Like nothing. You know, for as much as I like the CB550, the fucking throttle response on a 5-valve Genesis motor is just like ridiculous. Definitely smelling something, so it's probably a lot of dust or something on the headers, because I'm smelling something burning. Let's hope at least. Yeah, man. Nice. Getting up to temperature, 104. The throttle response is just insane. I guess you could say on any modern bike, really, but on this thing, still got that new chain. I barely even put any miles on this chain. I put the chain on it and I just put it away. Oh man, I'm getting nostalgic. It's only been a couple months and I'm getting nostalgic. And the battery held up. That's another great thing. I thought I disconnected it. I thought I disconnected the positive, but I guess not. It turned out fine. It was kind of low when I first cranked it. Yeah, this fender started like cracking on this side. So the other side is worse. But I didn't take it off because I really like this fender. It's only really held on in the middle. Shit's fucking brilliant. This bike is brilliant. Oh, I can't stop smiling. I wish I could take it for a ride, kinda. I mean, if I had the clutch cable situation worked out, then I would probably go anyway, go around the block or something, just to feel it. How much battery got left? Gotta make sure I got enough battery for the BMW, so I'm gonna go back and get the BMW and try that one, see what happens. All right, round two. Miss Lady 6. All right. Oh, duh. Shit. 2 for 2. Now, the first thing I noticed with this one is that it's so damn low. This bike is a low bike. I'm not even gonna make a metaphor. So there's no battery on that one because I had an incident with the battery on the BMW where it fell into the tire, and it was okay for a while, but then it leaked out and then it just died. So I'm gonna use the battery from the FZ1 because this is my CB key. What are you doing, man? Oh God, where? Wow, I need a totally different pocket. That's what I have to deal with. Now to fish for the keys for this fucking Lancer. Yeah.
Like custom build, right?
Yeah, it's 86 K100. I just left him in here for like almost 4 months, so I was like, I gotta start him,
Yeah.
see if they're okay. This one started fine. I'm gonna see about this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good to go. All right, let's see what happens. Pretty sure we're good on gas. It's like 30. Yeah, it's a little bit in there. fuel pump. Watch this. Wow. I was expecting more smoke. Getting there. A little rough start. This line is an issue. Right here. Okay. So I managed to tighten this up a decent amount, but this line it eroded from the gas. So this bottom part here is bad. I would have to cut it and then pull it down more. But this part where it's clamped is not good because the gas just sat and ate it. Because there's no petcock on these. It's just a pump. She's going. Other than that little hiccup. Okay, so we just needed to warm up. That fuel line, stopped for now, but it's just gonna come back. It's not gonna leak while it's sitting up there, but when I start it again, it's probably gonna leak. So that fuel line is gonna have to get cut. You gotta cut the bad part out and then snake it down again. These are not good lines. I had to do that a couple times. So I always cut it a little bit long, so where it's like bent like that. Then every time you cut it, it gets a little bit more straight. It's definitely burning oil though, but that's normal. Like I said, when you leave it on the side, all the oil, well, not all of it, but like some oil just seeps into the cylinder. That's just normal. It needs more gas in it too. That's why it's stuttering. Because this didn't have a full tank like that did, and I don't have a siphon to take the gas out of that. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied though. I'm really happy about the fact that there's no leaks. No leaks other than the gas leak, but I mean like engine oil and coolant and stuff. Like my pump is, you know, nice and tight, so everything holds up over time. That's something to be happy about. Can't beat that sound. Spin, but then I would have to take the kickstand off and all and this and that. I don't know that it's worth it. It's definitely a photo though. would call that a success. Well, you guys left for the hard part, but these things are back in here. And this room always makes it look so dusty. It's not as bad as it looks on the camera. But, yeah. I cleaned up the gas. Got some napkins under that bad line. And I just tucked some under there. It's not going to leak. It's only when it's under pressure. I already know because it's happened before. The whatever brand line I got is horrible. So, yeah, I just got to cut it in the event that I actually want to take this thing out. I'll see you guys back at the car. FC1 started up, no problem whatsoever. Turned the key. Computer knew what was up. Put the appropriate amount of fuel in there. Battery started to like kind of dim a little bit, but that's to be expected because I could have sworn I took the positive off the battery. Just left it under the seat, but I guess not. Which was that was kind of like to see, but I mean in any case I did have the spare battery with me, so it wouldn't have been a big deal. But I was like, oh boy, that doesn't bode well for the rest of this little operation I got. But yeah, FC1 started up fine. BMW, a little bit more of a hiccup, in the sense that fuel line went bad. Like I said, like it's happened before. I mean, I guess it's just fuel line. I don't know. I got it from Euromoto Electrics. Forget what brand it is though, but it's not good. It's not good at all. Like I said, I just gotta cut it off at the bad part and then just bring it down again, or like cut another section of fuel line off. The fact that when I gave it throttle at first and it would just like stumble, like the engine would just kind of it would bog down. That was kind of concerning. I was like, oh boy, something with the electronics or some weird stuff. That's the main thing my brain goes to whenever there's like an issue with the BMW, is like, here comes my wiring, come back to bite my ass. But turns out it was just cold, because after it warmed up for a little bit, I bet you it was oil maybe making a weak spark on a spark plugs, because there was clearly oil in the cylinders. It didn't fire up strong enough to shoot it out like a cloud, but it was working its way out as I was giving it revs. That's why I actually got in trouble with one of the ladies that worked. What the fuck are you doing? Because the smoke was making a stink in there. It wasn't blowing out, so it was making that little bay start to stink. She's like, you got to do that outside. But by that point, I was already done. But as I was giving it revs, that was when the oil started to, was starting to burn its way out. So that's just comes with K-Bike. But yeah, after it warmed up, burned off enough oil, it revved like normal. Revved just like normal. I mean, it was a nice little feeling of nostalgia just to kind of see the old bikes. I mean, just the contrast. The FC1 is just this huge, intimidating bike with these wide bars. It's heavy too. It's top heavy, at least, because it is so tall. Not as heavy as the BMW. The BMW is a monster. It's a monster in the sense that even though it's low slung, the weight is very low. It's a lot of weight very low. A lot of weight very low, and from the length of the bike. So like with the FC1, so like if you see my unit, I have to like shimmy the bikes around to kind of like angle them where I need to angle them. With the FC1, like I'll just grab the little grab handles on the rear fairing. I grab one of them. I'll grab the other side passenger peg. Yeah, these drivers are fucking stupid. I grab the other side passenger peg and I just kind of put my knee to it and then just lift it. And it's like it weighs nothing because it's aluminum, swing arm, aluminum subframe, just plastic, so it's nothing. But when I gotta do the BMW, yikes. But yeah, thank you for coming along with me for that. It was a nice little experience. I was putting that off for the longest, boy. Glad I finally went to do it. I went and stopped by my parents' house afterwards because the storage unit is so close. It's in East New York. It's like I'll drop off some of these goddamn keys because there's too many keys. So I dropped off all the keys I didn't need anymore. I bet you guys are like, oh, he gets a car now he's doing like car vlogs, but nah, this is a one-off thing. So yeah, I'll see y'all on the next one.